I was looking at a horse just to try out. So I brought him home, and it was the first time getting on him. So my daughter rode my 2 horses. She ponied the one, rode the other one. And then my son held the gate open for all of us to go through. And at first, everything seemed good. Loading him into the trailer was a little bit of a task, but he was good.
My husband and I were in Waterton for a week. We came home around 5 o'clock. We were just sitting on the deck. I actually went out with my friend to take pictures. And when we came home, the phone rang. We got a call that night from the grandkids' dad. He said, "I have some bad news for you. It's Christine. She's had an accident."
So I phoned Christine's phone, and her daughter answers it. I couldn't get it comprehended in my head. I go, what's going on? So finally she gave it to the phone to the responder, the first responder there. And he says, "Yeah, your daughter's been in a horse riding accident, and we got Halo coming. They're airlifting her to Medicine Hat right away."
And when he said Halo, then you realize it must be really serious if Halo is involved. It's the worst thing that a mom can hear, is that her baby is hurt, and it's bad.
We were renting our place, and there was some mares there, and it was an 18-year-old gelding I was on, and they started winning, I guess, and he just started spinning circles and wouldn't listen to anything I was doing.
The horse went around in circles and then went down, and it wasn't just gravel. This was hard, compact. It was like concrete. She hit that with a 1,200-pound horse taking her down, and she hit hard ground.
I was coming back from Calgary when I had got the call. I was going through a place called Latham, which is just east of Bassano. I was eventually contacted over the radio on the train that I had to call home. That doesn't happen very often on the railroad, so I knew right away something had happened that shouldn't have. By car, Bassano's not very far, but on a train, I was still 3 or 4 hours away. So essentially I was stuck. Being stuck in that position was frustrating, to say the least. Even though there probably wouldn't have been much I could have done, it's just the simple fact that I wasn't there. And that was probably the hardest part, just thinking about it, just having that going on in my head. So by the time I got to see Christine, it had been, give or take, about 8 hours from the time of getting the call, of the accident happening, to actually getting to Calgary and seeing her in Foothills. They held Christine in the emergency until I got there, so I could see her before she went in for her operation.
You walk around the corner and you see your kid just masked, air, wires, all this stuff all over her, and instantly bawling her eyes out. We don't know what's going on.
Seeing her was difficult, and that's an understatement.
There was a lot of people on her team to help her survive. But if Halo wasn't there that quickly, I don't think she would have survived. weren't there, we wouldn't have our daughter right now.